Happy Friday! I'm Joey and I'm here with Mika, and this is our very first edition of KSEQ, the official news channel of Sequoia.
I'm happy to be here, Joey, and we have lots of topics to talk about today. To kick it off, we want to remind everyone that every Friday is Sequoia Spirit Dress Day, so be sure to wear something Sequoia.
Yep, it can be blue and gold, or one of the new Spirit shirts, or even your PE shirt. We want to show our Sequoia Bear spirit.
Now that we have been at school for a month, this is just a reminder that you need a sure reading book every day in all of your classes, including crew.
Mika, what if I don't have a book? What can I do?
Well, Joey, you're in luck because we have an amazing librarian, Mrs. Levasse, and she says that there are a bunch of new books just ready to be checked out.
Well, I will definitely need to head over there and maybe pick up a new graphic novel. My favorite is probably Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And when is the library open? Do you know?
As a matter of fact, I was just over there the other day. The library is open every Monday through Thursday morning from 7:45 to 8:40 during nutrition and lunch. The only thing to remember is absolutely no liquids in the library and no backpacks.
Speaking of backpacks, that made me think of lockers. I don't know about your locker area, Mika, but it's crazy by my locker. So here are some tips and suggestions on locker protocol. Here are Victor and Camille. Hey you two, what's up with the locker scene?
When you are at your lockers, remember to have your mask on because the lockers are a very crowded space. During the pandemic, you have to have your mask on whenever you in any crowded space. If you see anybody without their mask on, you can kindly go over and ask them to put their mask on. Once you are ready to get your stuff out of your locker, you can quickly get down and get your stuff out of your locker. Do not take your time because you can hold someone up and make them late for their class. Do not loiter at your lockers or hang out with your friends right in front of your lockers because you can get in someone's way. Do not push or shove at the lockers even if you are in a rush because you will get your turn. If you cannot open your lockers, you can go to a campus supervisor and ask them to open the locker for you.
And remember to take care of yourself, to take care of each other, and to take care of this place. Because at Sequoia, we all fit in.
Thanks, you guys. Those are some helpful reminders. And speaking of reminders, are you paying close attention to the morning announcements? Every day, Mr. Nichols reminds us about wearing your mask properly.
Yeah, Mika, sometimes I forget when I'm at my locker or when I'm getting my lunch, but we just want to remind everyone that when in doubt, mask up.
And if by chance your mask breaks or you forget it, you can always go to the office for a new one or ask your teacher.
So Mika, I've noticed that you have a really organized binder, and I'm still trying to get all my school supplies organized, and it seems all I do is make it worse. Do you have any advice?
Well, Joey, you're in luck. Isabella and Raymond put together some great tips of what works and what doesn't when talking about school supplies. Let's check it out.
Thanks, Mika. So, I know you guys know that Chromebooks are a mandatory thing for school.
Yeah.
So, the good thing is the school supplies their own, I think they're Samsung Chromebooks.
Yeah,
And,
Samsung.
Yeah, they're good for just using for school, and you don't have to go out and get them yourself. But I've also seen some students, like my friend Diane, she has an HP Chromebook, and I've also seen Dell Chromebooks. I've heard that Dell it's a really nice technology brand, but HP can be cheaper.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah, and so I have my own little sticker on my Chromebook that helps me identify mine. I see you have it too.
Yeah, I also have a label with my name on it.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I have no name on mine, so it'll probably be hard for me to find my
I have
stuff.
lots of scratches on my Chromebook, so I just tell by that. But
Same.
it's not a good thing.
What about you? Do you have anything?
Yeah, so, you know how we all have a bunch of tests and we have to take notes? Well, we're gonna have to use a lot of paper. So I suggest getting the college ruled paper because that's the one that we need to use for school.
Yeah.
And it's
I
really
have
good.
wide
Yeah.
rule. Sometimes
Oh.
it can be too big.
Yeah, wide rule, yeah. And so, this is really good for like taking notes because there's a lot of lines, and so it helps you like write smaller. That way you will be able to take more notes. And since there's like a bunch of lines on it, you'll be able to like keep them in line and stuff, and not just have like floating words.
True.
Yeah.
And then also, since like we all have like a bunch of math homework and stuff, and eventually we're gonna be doing units like graphing and some geometry.
Oh yeah, graphing is tough with.
Yeah, graphine's really hard with line paper, so what you're going to want to use is graph paper. And since graph paper can be really expensive, you only want to get like the amount that you'll need for that unit, because otherwise you'll just like waste a lot of money that you could be spending on like binders, like fabric binders.
So, yeah, fabric binders are like these kind of binders, and they are really great because there are like these things called dividers where you can organize your papers for school. And there are also a couple of pockets like this one over here and this one where you can also store other stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know. So, also there's a pen over here, which is great if you want to carry it around. If the handle's too small for you, you can attach a strap over here, and you can carry it on your shoulder.
Yeah, that must be really good, because like that way you don't have like all the weight in your hands, because I don't have a fabric binder, so I'm just kind of like carrying like a bunch of weight.
Yeah, same.
Books and stuff.
Yeah, because like sometimes my papers fall out, and like since you guys have like a zipper, like that'll probably be way
Yeah, it's
easier
really
and stuff won't
helpful.
fall
Yeah,
out.
Oh
thanks.
yeah, and you have graph paper in yours, which
Yes, graph paper. So you can store your graph paper and stuff like in the rings, like for this part. The rings are really big, so you can store a lot of stuff. Like,
That's nice.
That
Yeah.
seems really helpful, yeah.
thanks.
Spirals.
they always have to remember to zip it, because I can't
Yes.
tell you the number of times I've tried to pick it up and all my stuff falls out because
Oh, I
Yeah.
can totally relate to that. So, anyways, moving on to Victor, who's going to tell us about writing utensils.
Well, we have our paper and somewhere to put it, so we of course need something to write on it. So if you're buying just a regular pencil, it's not that hard because they're not that different. They're quite simple. But don't get the plastic wrapped ones
Those ones
because
are
they can
awful.
cause a problem with the sharpener.
Yeah, I broke so many sharpeners
And like
with
And-
that one.
and they peel too, which is like
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You have to write with like the wood. And
Although it's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
satisfying.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
gotten so many like
Yeah.
wood like
Oh,
things in my
splinter
hand. Yeah,
things?
splinters in my
Yeah.
hand from that.
When I was getting a mechanical pencil, I didn't get enough lead, so I ran out of lead in my mechanical pencil. So
Yeah.
you should definitely get enough lead if
Like
you're
this
using a
much.
mechanical pencil.
Yeah, that's a
as
lot of
much as
lead.
he has. But I have been using a pen for school lately for English. So I recommend using the Inkjoy Papermate pens because they have a nice grip and they don't dry out very easily.
Yeah, I've heard of those. They're really good. I like that brand.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, apparently they have like a lot of like ink stored in here.
Yeah.
So like that probably works like really well.
Yeah. Well, now we have all the stuff we need to buy, but we don't know where to buy them.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You know where to
buy
buy
this
them,
stuff.
Camille.
Yeah. So it can sometimes be super difficult. I know it's difficult for me going to stores and like trying to find supplies, and you're kind of scrambled all over the place. So and
They're
it's
always
sometimes-
really expensive.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like all the
So-
places I go, it's really expensive.
Staples is a really good store for office and school supplies because they have a very wide variety of almost anything. And it's also online if you don't want the hassle of driving, which is really nice.
Ooh.
Target is also a good spot for supplies because, again, it has almost anything you need, like computers and highlighters and other great materials for school. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for listening, and I hope this helped for your navigation through school. Back to the studio with Mika and Joey.
Raymond and Isabella, that was awesome. I know what I'm doing this weekend, organizing my school supplies.
Do you know what else is awesome, Joey? All of the great student connections happening on campus. Now that Raymond and Isabella are set with their school supplies, let's follow them out to the quad to see what's happening.
Hi, I'm Isabella. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Jackson. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I have a question for you. If you were to go back in time and be a part of history, what would you most likely be famous for?
Either inventing cooking or fire,
Well, that's really interesting. Why do you think you would invent those?
because those were very important events in history that could help us out. That help us out today.
Yeah, I imagine you'd be famous if you invented those. All right, it was nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raymond. What's your name?
Evan.
So, Evan, I have a question for you. If you could have 3 wishes from a genie, what would you wish for?
New computer, iPhone, and iPad.
That's a great answer, Evan. It was great meeting you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Isabella. What's your name?
My name's Ace.
It's nice to meet you. So, I have a question. What's your favorite spot on campus?
I'd have to say the quad or the lunch area, like in corners, because that's where me and my friends normally hang out. We make a bunch of jokes, and we just burst out laughing if we say if we say something random. Basically, we just burst out laughing.
I get it. I have that kind of humor too. I feel kind of broken, but you know.
Broken. I laugh at a piece of bread.
Same. That's literally a whole meme or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah.
Hey Sequoia, I'm Zoe Maturo, and I had the 6th grade ice cream social ready to interview some 6th graders. Let's get to it. Hey there, I'm Zoe Maturo. What's your name?
Michaela Paradis.
That's a great name. So, since you're a 6th grader at Sequoia and you've never had lockers, what's it like having lockers? Like, what are your least favorite and favorite things about them?
My least favorite is that they are really small, but they do keep your things protected.
Since you're like a 6th grader, you're one of the youngest kids at Sequoia. What's it like being around like the 7th and 8th graders? I promise us 8th graders we aren't that scary.
Well, I think it's kind of weird being the younger one, but I know that I'm gonna be in 7th grade next year too, so it's fine.
So, Ms. Hochevar, you're the teacher that runs web, right?
I am. I'm the web advisor here at Sequoia. Love my job as web advisor.
And so, since you're the web advisor, you got to help set all this up, right?
Well, as the web advisor, I don't do a lot. The kids, the web leaders, do most of the work. They planned this, they executed it. I just sort of stood on the stage with the microphone and called tickets. They did everything else.
Wow, so we have actually one of our web leaders right here.
Awesome.
And so, when you were making all this, were you one of the people that helped set all everything up?
There was quite a few other web leaders doing this, but I did help with the ice cream and basically the ice cream. Yeah, I helped serve.
Thank you so much for letting me interview you guys. This was really special.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zoe. It looks like the 6th graders are having a blast. And who doesn't like ice cream? What a great beginning of the year event, no joke.
Speaking of jokes, what happened to the thief that stole a calendar? He got 12 months.
That's pretty funny, Joey. What about this one? Why do people always tell actors to break a leg? Because every play has a cast.
That was hilarious, Mika. Maybe Mr. Nichols will bring back the Ladybug joke box, where students can submit jokes.
That's a great idea, because we all know Mr. Nichols loves his jokes. Yeah. So, Joey, what else is happening on campus?
Well, Mika, we have the ASB Blacklight Social and Dance coming up October 1st, but I'm sure there's going to be announcements for that. Or look around campus for the ASB banners promoting the event. It's the first dance of the year, so you do not want to miss out.
You also don't want to miss out on the schoolwork, so charge your Chromebook or laptop every night so it's ready to go.
Or bring your charger from home so you can plug it in during school.
And if you have any suggestions for our next KA19 live stream, fill out the form on the Sequoia website. And there we have it, folks. Just an FYI, always remember our school motto. Take care of yourself by staying positive and motivated.
Take care of each other by building connections and treating everybody kindly.
And take care of this place by cleaning up your trash and making sure to keep our campus clean. Why? Because at Sequoia, we all fit together.
This is KSEQ wishing everyone a fun, healthy, and safe weekend. This is Joey and Mika signing off.